right, Bobby Joe. Absolutely right.
Right about what?
Steve's leaving Betty Joe. Leaving you? For a whole evening. Steve wants to go out Saturday night and play cards with the fellas. What'll I do?
I would divorce him instantly.
Who thought of that?
Oh, stop that nonsense.
Well, here we've been married only 3 weeks, and he'd rather spend the time with the boys than with me.
No, he wouldn't.
Then why doesn't he say so?
Well, it's male ego. When they ask him, what is he going to say? No, I can't. My wife won't let me play?
Well, I guess not.
Oh, honey, you see, men have a strange complex when they get together with other men. They want to show that they're strong and that they're the rulers of the roost. Well, Bobby Joe said it, the boss image.
Chapter 4, I'll get the book.
Never mind. Honestly, honey, I will bet you that Steve would 10 times rather spend the evening with you than with the fellas.
You really think so?
Of course I do. He just doesn't know how to work it out.
Billy Joe, is that deal for us to entertain still on Saturday night?
Well, sure. You mean you're gonna go?
Count me in.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, I knew you'd come through.
Wait a minute. I thought you were working on a plan to get Steve to spend the evening with you.
I am. And I'll let you know if it works out.
Come on, Sam, let's get the game started.
I'll be right with you.
Before we start, let's get one thing straight. If you hit a losing streak, I ain't settling for no groceries. Last time I went home with a bunch of bananas, a can of salmon, and 4 dill pickles.
Oh, quit your belly aching.
Boy, what betting. I'll see your Hubbard squash and raise you 2 jars of marmalade. Who's that for?
That's for Steve.
Steve? Sam, you must be kidding. Steve ain't gonna be here.
Well, let's just say it's in memory of Steve.
Your memory's right. That boy's departed. I'll deal.
I'll cut.
Now what?
Oh, it's probably old lady Frisbee. She always forgets liver for a cat.
Well, evening, Sam.
Steve, what are you doing here?
Well, this is the night for the card game, right?
Well, yeah, but...
Hi, fellas. Joe, deal me in.
Steve, are you sure about this?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, us fellas don't want to have it on our conscience, you know, being a party to a broken marriage.
Look, there's no broken marriage.
How'd you get out of the house?
Joe, like I told you the other day, if I want to go fishing, I'll go fishing. If I want to go hunting, I'll go hunting. And if I want to play cards with the boys, I'll play cards with the boys. Little woman sitting home alone? No.
She ran away.
No, she didn't run away.
She went home to mother?
Look, if you really want to know, she and her sisters had a chance to sing on the radio. And I gave her my permission to do it. Now, can we get on with this game?
Yeah, I heard him talking about it before I left the house. After the radio program, they're going to entertain some stag.
That's right, and Stag?
That's what Betty Joe called it. Anyway, they were all fellas.
Look, I just remembered something, and I gotta run. You'll have to deal me out.
Wait a second, Steve. You got an ace here. Don't you want to play this one hand? Aces back to back. This just wasn't his night. New deal.
We like to chat about the dresses we will wear tonight. We chew the fat about our tresses and the neighbors fight. Inconsequential things that men don't really care to know become essential things that women find so apropos. But that's a dame, we're all the same. It's just a game, we call it girl talk, girl talk. We only yell about the ups and downs of all our friends. The who, the how, the why, we dish the dirt, it never ends. The weaker sex, the speaker sex, you mortal males behold. But though we joke, we wouldn't trade you for a ton of gold. So take my hand, it's all been planned. Please understand the sweetest girl talk talks of you.
Steve! What are you doing here?
Well, I just thought I'd drop in. I heard that, I thought you were supposed to be entertaining a bunch of fellas.
Well, what are we, Mac? Chopped liver?
I'm sorry. I meant
Well,
that...
you see, Steve, we finished our program in the main auditorium, but, well, these fellas were unable to attend, so we sort of decided to put on a special show.
Yeah, and it was terrific, too.
Steve, this is Sergeant Neely, and that's Sergeant Tanner.
Hi.
They're Air Force men.
Yeah, I could tell.
Sorry, fellas, we gotta go, but don't worry, we'll be back.
You bet. We sure will. Bye.
So long.
Bye-bye.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, it was really swell.
Gee, those fellas were great, weren't they?
What an appreciative audience.
Oh, Steve, do you want me to come straight home now?
Well, yeah, if you're through.
Oh, we're through.
Well, then we might as well.
Whatever you say, dear. Lead the way.
Sure.
Boss image.
Coming, dear.
Petticoat Junction.